Hi adventurers, it's time for another award. Now what do you think we should do today? I think we should do the Photo Fun Award. Have you done this award before? Requirement number 1, know some basic parts of a camera. Well, we've got a few different cameras here and I'm going to look at this one. This is my camera, and so what I need to do is, what is a camera? Well, the camera is something that you use to take photos with. And we look at the lens. The lens is at the front here, and it's a combination of curved glass. The light travels through. When the light travels through and hits on the inside, it stores the image inside your camera. Now, my camera is a digital one, so it's stored on a storage device or a disc. This one here that we have is a film one or a Polaroid, and it stores its image straight out and it pops out. So what else have we got? So a shutter. Inside the camera is a shutter, and if you think of the shutter like the curtains open and close, the shutter allows light to come inside the camera when it opens and closes. And depending on how long the light is there, how the image is portrayed inside. So the zoom. So on our cameras, even some of the smaller Instamatic type cameras, there's a zoom. And when you zoom the lens out, the image gets closer. If you take your zoom back in, the image gets further away. Also on a camera we have a viewfinder. Now a viewfinder is usually just a little tiny bit that you look through, but on digital cameras you can have a bigger area that will show the view that you're looking at. The other things to think about is a battery. So you can't use a camera unless it's got a battery and it's got a power source. So we've also got the battery, and apart from the battery, you've got to be able to turn it on. So an on-off button. Sometimes you push an on-off button down, sometimes you turn it around. Requirement number 2, talk about or show different devices that people use to take photos. And which ones would you use to take photos? So what have we got here?
Digital camera, video camera, phone, Polaroid camera, and a normal camera. GoPro,
and an iPad. And which ones take photos?
all of them.
All of them. Which one would you take a photo with? Requirement number 3, know how to handle and care for a camera. Well, here's a camera here. The couple of things that I want you to make sure that you remember is that you've got to carefully handle a camera because they're very expensive. Now, if it has a strap, make sure you put the strap on. That's just going to make sure that if for some reason you drop it or it falls out of your hands, it's not going to be wrecked. These little ones have got hand straps. So if you happen to have it on and you drop it, it won't fall anywhere. So make sure you put the strap on. The other thing is, make sure that you don't touch the lens area. The lens area is where the pictures or the images are formed, and if you put dirty fingerprints over that, your images aren't going to be nice and clean. So also make sure if there's anything that drops on your camera that you find a cloth to wipe it off as soon as you can. Now something else that you need to make sure is that you turn it on and off, because turning it on and off will make sure that you save the battery. So that's basically how you can care for your camera. Requirement number 4, let's take some photos that we can share with some of our family and friends. Get your cameras ready or your phones and let's go and take some photos. Now, some of these pictures that we need to take are pictures of family, pictures of friends, pictures of some scenery like flowers or trees or maybe a river, pictures of an animal, pictures of your favourite place, a playground, a museum. Maybe take a photo of the front of your house. Pictures of a place you like to visit, like a park or a school, a museum, maybe the front of your church. And pictures of somewhere you don't usually visit. Maybe a hospital. Try and think of somewhere where you don't usually visit. Requirement number 6, What does it mean to be made in God's image? Let's read Genesis 1, 26 and 27, and then we'll talk about it.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 and 27. Then God said, "Let us make human beings in our image and likeness. Let them rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky. Let them rule over the tame animals, over the earth, and over the small crawling animals on earth." So God created human beings in his image. In the image of God, he created them. He created them male and female.
What does it mean to be created in God's image? When God had finished creating the world and everything in it, he decided to create us. We were his most special creation. It is so nice to know that God wanted to be able to talk with us, to walk with us, and that he's interested in everything that we do. So being created in his image means that we're a reflection of God, and that's really a really exciting thing. So he's really interested in us, in what we do, where we go, the things that we do, how we play, what we're up to. So that's pretty cool that God created us in his image. So adventurers, I hope you've had fun doing the Photo Fun Award. Now, look out for the next one that's coming soon, and have a great week adventuring.